Hey, this is Michael Wojcik, and this is...
Roxanne Schlesner.
And what do you do for a living, Roxanne?
I'm a certified massage therapist here in
Right.
Rochester.
And why might we be talking today?
Because the City Council is having the hearing on the massage therapy licensing tomorrow.
And anytime it's your industry, it's a little bit scary, right?
Right.
And so what we want to do is we basically sat down and went over some of the details. What will we be approving tomorrow?
Hopefully nothing.
Yeah, I agree. What we want to do is have a public hearing and get feedback. We're not looking to act. I have a number of concerns with the ordinance the way it's written right now, and you have a few concerns as well?
Many.
Okay. Well, and part of what we talked about is the reason why we're doing this in the first place. There's been a little bit of confusion as to why don't we just enforce the laws that are already there. Mm-hmm. And part of the reason that we're doing this is because what we have in place are criminal prostitution laws. And in a case like China Massage, where there was actually sex trafficking going on, if we were to wait for the criminal cases to play out, we'd be waiting possibly 15 months or so for them to go through the court. And just as you wouldn't want a teacher molesting a child to continue teaching for 15 months while their case is pending, same thing here when you have sex trafficking going on. We want some sort of tool in the toolbox. So from my standpoint, we're looking to license the business and have some minimum set of standards, but there's a whole lot more in this ordinance, isn't there?
Yes.
Yeah, and some of the stuff, it doesn't read well. There are definitions in there that the definition actually isn't even used in the document.
And it's very old terminology.
Yeah, it's when was the last time?
Masseur, masseuse have not been used in a very long time in our field.
So I think the feedback that I got in general here is there's just a lot of details that need to be cleared up.
Yeah.
I think another thing that we both agreed on is the way the purpose is written out. It's a little bit condescending. Huh?
Yes, it's not very clear.
Yeah, and what we really want to do is clearly illustrate that this is a respected profession in the community, and we have some issues we have to address. That's why we're doing this. But this is not an attempt to paint everybody with one brush. But when you read that, you kind of get that feeling, don't you?
Yes, you do.
So, as this goes forward, what are going to be your biggest concerns?
That the ordinance should include all practicing certified massage therapists. Clients get attached to their massage therapist and they get grumpy when they have to go to a different massage therapist. And so it's important for people's health if they can maintain this massage therapist that they have. The other concerns is some of the conditions that when we're licensed, like not working from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. as a licensed massage therapist, according to the ordinance, works most of the time, but there are some occasions where people do work past 10 o'clock. If they're doing chair massage, not all events end at 10 o'clock.
Well, and of course, if you're a third shift nurse or working.
And some of us have third shift workers that work at our medical facility here in town. And sometimes those massages go past 10 o'clock because they're not due at work until 11 o'clock. And there's also the cases where there's all-night events, fundraisers, such the Relay of Life and the Cancer Telethon. They all like to have massage therapists there, which give massage therapists an opportunity to teach people about our profession and all the things that we can do, because it's changing so much all the time. When I went to school 20 years ago, all the contraindications are now specialties. We were taught that we should never massage a cancer patient, and now that's a specialty, and people can go to a weekend workshop to learn how to do lymphatic massage on breast cancer patients. So
you bring up a good point about the education too. What's a fairly typical education requirement for someone in the industry?
Today it's $500 or more, where 20 years ago it was only $100. So it's changed a lot in 20 years.
So some of the things that we think would be effective is having current standards that are appropriate, but also having some sort of a grandfathering clause in place so that people can come up to the current requirements if need be. And we also discussed, the ordinance actually lists or there were some organizations mentioned that actually aren't necessarily reputable organizations. They're for-profit entities.
Right.
And we had a nice discussion about some of the organizations that we really should look for certification towards. What are some of those?
ABMP is national certification, is the association or national certification or entity that I'm with. Stands for Associated Bodywork and Massage Professionals. And then there's the American Massage Therapeutic, did I say that right? Yeah. AMTA, America Massage Therapeutic Association.
And that's Mike off camera, who was not bold enough to come into this tough interview setting that we have here. Maybe one additional question. I mean, some of the things we talked about, there's, based on what's happened, we have a need for some sort of a license and some sort of standards that are in place. But one of the things that I think is that we need to take a lot of these extra things that are in the ordinance and just let them be.
Yes.
Yeah. Any other thoughts or things you'd like to express?
That's all that's coming to mind right now.
And for the millions of people that'll watch this video, how do they get a hold of a good massage therapist?
There's many ways. You can contact the national organizations. They have a list of their therapists. The national test have a list of people who passed their exams. So,
see, this is where if you were the elected type, you would have just given out your phone number and your address.
Right.
Here we go. All right. Well, thanks for taking the time to answer some questions. Hope you found this meeting to be helpful as well.
It has been very helpful. Thank you.
All right. And the meeting, the public hearing on massage therapy will be tomorrow, Monday, October 17th. Pay your taxes, do the same day, at 7 o'clock or shortly thereafter at the Government Center. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me or stop by. We're not looking to take action, but what we are looking to do is just get some feedback. Thanks a lot.